You tired of losing, bro? You tired of throwing your controller at the wall? The battery's falling out if you're on Xbox, probably breaking the joysticks if you're on PlayStation, banging your forehead on the keyboard if you're playing the PC version this year because we got crossplay. If that's you, man, you've come to the right place. Today, I'm going to show you guys what coaching adjustments you should be using, all right? So put the damn Cheetos down, put your glasses on, and pay attention. Now, everything that I use is on my channel. Well, it's going to be because Madden 24 new game. But it's got me in the MVP division of Ultimate Team already. Pretty much here by myself. You feel me? So trust me when I tell you what I show you works. Now, I can't tell you which ones to use every single time, but I can give you the basics of it so you'll know when to use them. All right. Now, full schemes are going to be in the members area. We already have the Wild Trio week. The dollar's going to be out probably today. So make sure you take advantage, because not only am I going to drop my ebooks, if I come across others, which I already got one or two, I'm going to release them for my members. Okay. So pro level schemes, mine plus everybody else's that I come across. Let's talk about it. Coaching adjustments, son. You have no idea what you're doing, huh? Well, let me clarify some things for you guys. All right. So first off, we are on the defensive side of coaching adjustments. Auto flip defensive play call. You'll see that it says the CPU will flip your defensive play to best match the offense formation. Now, if you're a beginner to Madden, you want to leave this on. And all this means is that your formation is going to align properly. Okay, so let me give you guys an idea. Okay, so let's just say we want to run a cover 3. Let's look at the blue here. Okay, let's say you have auto flip off. You see that middle dark blue in the middle of the screen? If your opponent picks trips or a doubles, if you're not running match cover 3, I mean, we'll get into that later, right? I don't want to confuse you guys with cover 3 match, cover 3 skies, purples, and stuff like that, all right? But let's assume your opponent runs a trips formation. Your blue's on the left side, but his trips is aligned on the right side. Guess what, man? You see that opening right above the right yellow? That's the seam. They're going to cook you. And little Timmys, I'm telling you guys, if you're not a little Timmy, when you play the little Timmys and they see that, they're just going to snap the ball and throw it. Wide open routes every single time. So with that being said, what auto flip does is aligns your defenses properly. So your cover 3 will flip itself and go to the right side, okay? It'll flip itself automatically. You won't have to do it. The only thing you have to pay attention to is where your curl flats, those purples that you see on the screen, where they're going, okay? Now, me personally, I make so many adjustments on defense that I turn this off. So if you're already intermediate to advanced, you can turn this off. Auto alignment. Now, this right here, you can ignore if you're a beginner, all right? But when you get into the top ranks, where I cooked that top 100 player, took him out of the Super Bowl, you have to use auto alignment. And the reason that we use auto alignment is because you'll see that auto alignment says defenders will align according to their default alignment rules. As you learn the game of Madden and learn how to play defense, this is going to do you in, because you're going to face good players. And if you leave this on default and you're switching between cover 1 and cover 2 and cover 4, guess what's going to happen? Your opponent's going to see that, which, by the way, I'm going to make a video. It's probably after this, how to read defenses like a pro. So stay tuned for that. So when you get up in the higher ranks, we switch to base. Base aligning pretty much shows our defense the same way every single time, whether it's man defense, because in man defense, they will align on receivers, and then your opponent will see it and they'll start making zig routes, slants, and drags and stuff just to cook your man defense. So if I come out in base and I'm running dollar, you see these blue bubbles? These guys are going to come out looking like that every single time. They're going to look like the blue bubbles every single time they come out, no matter what defense in here that I run. This is very important when you get to the higher levels, because I will go from DB fire, I will go to spinner, cover 4 drop. I'm doing it all. This full scheme is going to be in the members area, so make sure you become a member. Learn this. One of the most powerful schemes in Madden 24. If people are telling you it doesn't work this year, they're lying. I'm in the MVP division all by my damn self, son. All right. So that's that right there. Ball in air defense. If you're running man defense and you're not really good at lurking, put this on SWAT ball. Your AI will attempt a SWAT in 2-man cat situations, which is going to be beneficial. If you're running man defense and you have this on play ball, and they throw a corner out, and your defender, and you have this on play ball, and the defender's getting cooked by a step or two, guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna try to pick the ball automatically. That traps him in an animation. He misses the ball, it's a touchdown because he's stuck in an animation of trying to pick the ball. Whereas opposed to you can do swat ball, so they can try a swat and then they can still pick up on the corner route or the deep post, whatever they're throwing in your head, on your head. You know what I'm saying? Now, late game situations, you can put this on swap ball, into the half, into the game. You just want them to swap the ball, they'll do that. And it works tremendously, so make sure you utilize this. I don't really use play receiver, but if you're running zone, put it on play ball. AI will play the ball in two-man catch. They'll try to pick the ball off. So if you're running zone, recommend play ball. Swap ball if you're running man defense. I wouldn't put, or leave it on default or balanced if you're running man defense. Quarterback matchups, you're running man defense by speed. I got the Jalen Ramsey. I want him on their fast receiver. I want that guy. I don't even know if he's the fastest corner. I just got him because he's one of the best corners in the game. So by speed, if you're running man defense, okay? In the red zone, you can do by height because, well, actually, last year we would do by height because of the high ball situations, but I don't know how it is this year. I really don't see a problem with it, so that's pretty much the only ones we use there. Option defense, if the quarterback runs with the ball one time in my games, I will allow it one time. If the quarterback keeps the ball on a read option, this goes to conservative. Focus on QB on the option. Con is the diving pitch left open on the option. That's fine. If I run the proper defenses, I don't care about the con. All I care about is the defender that gets left focuses on the quarterback when it's an option play. Strip ball. If you need a turnover, you could put this on aggressive, right? But there are cons, higher chance of broken tackles. Let's say you got nothing to lose. Aggressive. Conservative, if you want to lower break tackle chances. I don't use conservative. I just leave it on balance. But if I need a turnover, I'll put it on aggressive and just leave it there. Tackling. Right here, I haven't really, to be honest with you, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know how good it is this year, but you can put this on conservative. AI defenders will tackle conservatively, you know? And it increases chances of allowing yards after contact. So if people have those abilities, man, where they get yards after contact, guess what's going to happen? 100 rushing yards, man. Probably in the first half because they add 5-minute quarters, man. Sucks. All right. Aggressive. You probably want to use this probably in the red zone. AI defenders will attempt to hit stick tackles for higher fumble chances. You can also use this against QBs. So if you're running a blitz and you have a safety going at a quarterback, he will hit stick him. He'll try. So that's that. I usually leave it on balance though. Now the bread and butter, man, this is where it's going to be situational. If your opponent needs a lot of yards, where I start right here is my flats, which are the blues, purples. I'll start him at like 10 yards back. He hits me over the top. Boom, I'll drop him back further, leave it like that. So here's how I would start if I'm running zone. Typically this is when you're running zone. Now, whenever I'm running man, where I'm gonna show the breakdown for those defenses on the channel and in the members area, this plays a huge role in my man defense. So my cover 2 man situations, this plays a huge role. So make sure you get to know this, get familiar with the zone drops. They're very, very crucial in stopping some of the routes that are coming down the field. So if they need more yards, let's say it's 3rd and 15, you can put this to 15. If it's 4th and 20, you can put this to 4. And it goes all the way up to 30. But remember that when you do this, you're leaving everything underneath open. Remember that. So start light, start slow. When people run cover 4 show 2, they typically run 5 yards. It's up to you. Curl flats, same thing as the clouds, okay? Now what people like to do when they run a Mabel where they put a flat at 5 and a curl flat at like 20, 25, you can do that with that setup. That's something that's crucial for you. And these are the guys that play the sidelines, okay? So the corners and those blues and purples, this is how far back they go on the sideline. So you can actually set a Mabel on that side. So let's say they're on the left hash of the field and they want to go right. You can put a hard flat, set it to 5, and then put a curl flat out there and set it to 20 or 25. That way, if they try to hit you with a flood concept, you'll be able to slow it down. Now, hooks. These are your yellows in the middle of the field. All right. For the most part, if they need 15 yards, let's say it's 4th and 15, they're going for it. 15 flats go to 15. Everybody goes 15. Let's say it's kind of like playing the sticks. So you want to go ahead and you don't want to go too far back. Remember, it's yardage. 5, they'll sit underneath their yellows of what they usually are. 10, they'll drop back a little bit further. Someone's trying to hit you with a deep end route or something like that. You can go to 15, 20. So People typically stick with 10 and try to bait them underneath and try to get a user pick. But remember, if you have hooks at 5, there's no point for you to be usering down there at 5. You can jump to 15, 10. You can level up with your user around the damn field, son. You feel me? And in zone coverage, this is match, right? If you're running match defense, cover 4 quarters, right? Cover 3 match. You can even cover 2 sync with soft squats. Have man-up principles, but the zone defenders read the routes of the receivers to determine the coverage responsibilities. Some people say this is broken. I haven't really used it a lot because the defenses I run, I really don't run into this right here, but this is going to be some of the best setups that you could be using in this game. These 4 options right here are probably the most crucial in the whole game. Now, as far as the offense, I'm just going to pick a play and then call timeout because it started on offense first, but let me go ahead and show you guys the offensive adjustments and explain these real quick. Deep pass catching, just leave it on balance. Don't even touch this, okay? Because you're going to get cooked. Intermediate pass catching, we leave these on balance. Don't move these. Blocking, we leave that on balance as well because I want to say, I think there's penalties. If you see the increases chances of holding penalties, they will call it on you. And it'll be on a crucial down. So just leave that on balance. The one you can mess with, let's say you need a touchdown, you're in the red zone, you're going to run the ball, you can set this to aggressive. Look at Derrick Henry, right? But if you're using a weakling, like a 60, 70 overall, put this on aggressive is going to guarantee you fumble the ball, man. These guys will just tap you with their shoulders, and you're going to drop the ball. So I would only use this in the red zone if I need a yard too, and I'm using my best running back. Or even fullback, depending on what play call you're using. And then we can go to conservative so we don't fumble the damn ball. If I have a lead and I got the ball and I don't want to fumble and give my opponent the ball back like on a hit stick or something like that, just put this on conservative. And make sure that you hold the ball with the RB button. RB R1 if you're on PlayStation. Make sure you're holding the ball that way. So I hope this clears some things up for you. Make sure you check out the members area for the schemes. Like I said, we're putting in work on Ultimate Team, man. Probably the best I've ever played in any Madden ever. I'm just cooking everybody, man. Literally just roasting everybody. Now, I haven't really grinded hard. I got to the MVP division, but I'm telling you guys, man, what I show you works. Love you guys, man. Peace.